Hi, I'm Johnny Torres, and welcome to the Progressive Air Workshop. Where joining me today is Operations Manager for Progressive Air Systems, Will Rogers. How you doing?
Good. How about yourself?
Great. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
We're going to talk SEER today. Now, I think most people like myself have no idea what SEER means, but you know it has something to do with your AC unit. What exactly are we talking about?
SEER stands for Seasonal Energy Efficiency Ratio. And pretty much what it does is it calculates your air conditioning and heat pump efficiency.
Okay.
It's kind of like a car with gas mileage.
All
You're
right.
looking at A and B, same exact car, same dealer, but one has 14, 15 miles per gallon. The other one has 20 to 22 miles per gallon.
All right.
Most people are going to pick that 20 to 22 miles per gallon.
The more efficient system.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The higher the SEER rating, the more efficient the system.
And why is it important?
Well, I don't know about you, but most people like low electric bills.
Sure.
So air conditioning, like everything else in your house, uses up a lot of electricity.
Okay.
And whenever you're dealing with something like an older system, like a 10 or a 9 SEER system, the output will be a lot more. Whenever you go to these more efficient systems with higher SEER ratings, it'll lower that down a little bit. You won't have to use as much electricity in that. Right now, the minimal SEER rating is 14 SEER, and it does a lot better than what the 1990s or the 80s systems were doing.
Okay. Now, another term that we hear a lot along with SEER is tonnage, right? And so what is tonnage versus SEER? What's the difference there?
Tonnage is what cools your house.
Okay.
That's a calculation of square footage and how much tons of air that you actually need to cool down to be comfortable.
All right. Now, is there a minimum, when we're talking about SEER, or can, because if it's saving me money, I kind of want to go as low as I can, right?
Yeah. Well, again, the higher efficiency or a higher SEER, the better the efficiency. The
Okay.
minimal is 14 SEER. And depending on what you're looking for, if it's a rental house or if it's your own house, you're going to vary. Most people for rental houses, you might want a 14 SEER system or somewhere along that lines. But if you're living in a house that you feel like you're going to be in for a very long time, a higher efficient system might be a better option for you.
So, Will, another term that we hear a lot in air conditioning is tonnage or tons of air and SEER. What's the difference between the two?
Difference is tonnage, capacity of air that's cooling a house. SEER is the energy efficiency of this system.
Okay, and so really, when I'm kind of looking at those things, what would you say, should be my focus, or what should be the priority in that situation?
Your priority should be SEER.
Okay.
We already know the tonnage of your system for your house. SEER rating is going to be your main focus.
And when looking at an efficiency rating for an AC unit, what else should I consider? What are some other things I need to look for?
You need to look at, do you want a single stage or a 2-stage? You want variable speed? Do you want communicating? The list goes on with the communication of certain systems. Again, you're talking about higher SEER ratings.
Right.
We like to call it the Cadillac of the systems, where communication between thermostat, condenser, and air handler will bring down your system to where it's giving you the cooling capacity that's more necessary for your house.
Now, is a higher SEER just better for everyone?
Not for everyone. It depends on what you're looking for. Why are you buying a new system in the first place? Are you buying it for your rental house? Are you buying it for your own house? Are you going to be at that house for a long period of time? Generally, you want to go somewhere right in the middle. A house that you're going to be staying in for a very long time, you might want a slightly higher efficiency than, say, something that you might want to put in your rental house.
So, Will, when shopping for a new AC unit, there's a lot of technical things to consider. If anyone still feels a little overwhelmed by all these technical aspects, what do you recommend they do when shopping for a new HVAC unit?
Well, first off, you want a factory authorized dealer. Somebody that's not factory authorized on the carrier system or comfort system, they might not be warranted to work on your system in the first place.
Okay.
You need somebody that's going to meet your needs in full capacity.
And so will somebody come out and maybe make some suggestions as to what type of unit I should buy?
Yeah, we'll give you several different options, trying to figure out what exactly is going to be best for you.
Will, we've been talking about SEER this whole segment. Where did the SEER rating come from? Who determines that?
Department of Energy actually tells us what to do whenever it comes to SEER rating.
Okay, and so we've been talking a lot about a lot of technical things as well when it comes to purchasing or replacing your AC unit. If I'm a little overwhelmed by it all, what should I do?
Well, what you want is a CFAD dealer to come out. We'll come out to your house, we'll show you a few options and find out what's best for your budget.
Will, thank you so much for joining me today. Again, Will Rogers, Operations Manager for Progressive Air Systems. The only name you need to remember in Tampa Bay is Progressive Air Systems, your Carrier factory authorized dealer, the largest on the west coast of Florida. For more information, visit progressiveairsystems.com or give us a call at 855-847-3898.